I made a Territory Conquest game using Esri's Field Maps app, and this weekend I'll be playing against my cat. So I strapped the tracker on my cat to see where he's roaming, and for me personally, I'm going to be using the streaming function in the Field Maps app to track my expeditions. So here's how the game works. From 9 to 5, my corporate cat is going to be roaming outside claiming territory. Every time I hit this button, his movement becomes buffered. That is now his territory. And then when 5 p.m. hits, I'll lock him up inside and it's my turn to roam. Which means that anytime that I cross his buffer, that now becomes mine. And so by the end of the weekend, whoever claims the most territory wins. So without further ado, 5 p.m. is hit, I've locked my cat inside and I'm about to head out. At first glance, this looked like a free win. My first target and easy dub. The only problem was a prickly fence in my way. Now, I probably could have hopped it, but I'd rather play it safe. So I grabbed a ladder and set it up. Now, I could have just put my Crocs in sports mode, but after all that rain, So I switched to my wellies. And at this point, I'm thinking maybe today is just not a drone day. I mean, look at this wind. But I set it up anyway, and I hopped the fence majestically, may I say.
She was a fairy.
Damn. So while I start the stream to take over this area, I just want to say, I made a post on LinkedIn asking for help with how I can use my drone for GIS, and the response was insane. Like 40 plus comments full of suggestions and real use cases. So seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, and I'm excited to try it all. So when I finished taking over this section, I figured I might as well do a quick loop around my house. And then, I got a call. Hey, yo, what's poppin', my bro? So I stayed on the phone for so long, I didn't even realize the sun was going down. And by the time we hung up, it was pitch black outside. So I called it a day and buffered my region. And it turns out we were drastically behind. Which means we've got to take the dub on day 2. Alright, so this game is way harder than I initially anticipated. So today I'm changing things up a little bit. I'm going to be using the power of GIS to my advantage, which means I've added a couple of extra rules to the game. So let's go back to the intro scene and pretend like I had these rules all along. I've got Michelle Williams on my team, otherwise known as the Survey 123 Jedi, with her bird nesting survey. Every bird I capture buffers a different amount that contributes to my zone. And I've got my drone, so anytime my cat is roaming around, as long as I stay inside, I can fly my drone out, and if I spot him on footage, I can drop a point and a buffer wherever he is at that moment, which can come in handy when I don't want to be, walking to my neighbor's gardens. Alright, so I'm starting day 2 a little early, before 9 a.m. I've decided to use Michelle's survey, but with a twist. Here's the thing, my cat might seem like a sweet little angel, but he does have a particular taste for mallards. He's even gifted me a little mallard treat in my room once. So today, I'm only spotting mallards, strictly mallards. Call it a side quest. Protect my duck brothers. My first move today is to go on a walk, a little past 8. I made myself a coffee to take with me. Plenty of time to stream and spot some mallards before 9. So I started my stream and got to work. Yo! And that brings us to the end of our morning shift. After buffering, we're actually looking like we've got the upper hand. After spotting a respectable amount of mallards and taking the lead, 9 a.m. hit, which meant it was time for my cat to take his turn. There's not much I can really do in the meantime. I headed back inside, made myself a grilled cheese sandwich, and poured some OJ. And then I turned to Netflix to throw on some Midnight Gospel. I've watched this show over and over again, and every time I'm just as engaged. There's just a lot of really thought-provoking stuff in there. I'd highly recommend it. But then, my curiosity got the better of me. So I grabbed my drone and set it up for my window, hoping he'd be an easy spot within the game boundaries. And after not even 5 minutes of searching, there he is, another buffer in the bag. And as 5 p.m. was approaching, I called him back in. Time to end his shift and see what he actually covered. Turns out, there's a lot more to cover than yesterday, but spirits are high and the weather is absolutely fire. So I decided to do the only sensible thing, barbecue, while taking over territory. Because as long as my stream is running, every step counts. So I packed my bag, fired up the field map stream, and got ready to reclaim as much land as I could. All right. Final haul, I'm huffing and puffing, sweating. The commitment is real. The sun is setting right now, so great timing. I mean, look at me. I could be a waiter. That's false information. I was a waiter for a day and they put me behind the bar after that one day because I kept dropping stuff. Anyway, we got all the things we need. So I'm gonna set up real quick and then cook up some steak. To elevate the experience and make sure this happens quicker, I'm gonna give it a healthy dose of whatever this chemical concoction is. We got a fire going, baby. I mean, look at this view. Woo! Now there's actually a reason I set up shop right here. There's this pole and birds land on it all the freaking time. So since I'm hunting for mallards today, I'm hoping the king of all mallards lands right there. I mean, imagine how cinematic that would be. When I was doing all the long hauls over here, I actually spotted a goose that was nesting. So I'm gonna walk back and log it because I think it's kind of in beneficial territory. I think it'll buffer nicely using the Survey 123 made by Michelle Williams. The Survey 123 Jedi. Look at that beauty over there. She's sitting right on top of her nest. I'm gonna try not and stress her out too much, but I'm gonna get a different angle. Look how beautiful this is. Wow. It's moments like these where you kind of gotta realize that nature is beautiful. Life is beautiful. All right, we've got that one bagged. Okay, that's now our territory. The sun is properly setting, so we're gonna see if we can cook the rest of our steak. So when I got back, I had a quick check on the steak and it wasn't ready yet. So I flipped it, and just like that, we've got some time because we need to claim a lot more territory that my cat has taken over. So this behind me is also still a territory of Loli's, my cat, that I have not captured yet. And I have no idea what this might be. But it looks extremely inviting. I mean, look at that entrance. So I'm gonna fly my drone up just to check it out first, and then I'm gonna head on over and I'll see you on the other side. And while I'm out here claiming territory, I just want to say I'm not the most intelligent person out there, but that doesn't mean I'm not worthy. I think we all get stuck thinking other people are just smarter than us, when really the people that are smarter have just spent more time doing what they're doing. We're all just spending our time on different things, so don't be afraid to share what you're doing. Be human, show where you're at, because the people you're meant to reach, they'll respond with grace. And those who don't, they simply don't matter. And if you've got people hating, good. That usually means that you're stepping out of your comfort zone and theirs. And that's exactly where growth happens. The view can't really get better while munching on a steak. But we never caught any birds on that pole over there, which is unfortunate. We did get the one goose that's actually nesting. But we're gonna wrap it up. And I was pretty confident that we had this one in the bag, so I decided to use the last bit of sunlight to paint. Now, I don't usually paint, like ever, but this just felt like a good moment to try something new. And yeah, here's the duck I made. Oh, here's my first attempt at acrylic paint. Here's a duck, a rubber duck. Unfortunately, I got some blue paint on my sweater. I don't know if you can see right there. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But nonetheless, look at my duck! Look at my duck! So I'm currently editing the video as I'm speaking right now, and I had not even considered this scenario that I would have lost the game, but then I thought maybe I should check, because obviously I needed the footage and the proof that I won, and it turns out we are behind, like slightly behind. So I'm gonna stop editing right now and I'm gonna head outside just to get the final footage and you know, end up on top. And then I'll be back and then finish the video and then hopefully upload tomorrow. So it's Sunday evening and I'm running around like a freaking lunatic. If people are looking out of their window, they must think I'm nuts. But we mess with that. I literally thought of a game to play against my cat, and I used GIS and Esri software, ArcGIS Online, field maps, and I made it happen. And that is literally all it took. A little run around and I am now on top. So that brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. This was a wonderful experience for me. I hope you enjoyed alongside with me. And if not, I hope you enjoyed the rest of your week. It's only Tuesday. I think that's when I'm uploading. But enjoy today and enjoy tomorrow as much as you enjoyed yesterday. Put a smile on your face. It can't hurt. It'll probably do you good. And I love you. All right, see you later.